Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Welcome. I today decided that I was going to go ahead and just do a few pieces of ephemera to go in our fall journal using the fall leaves that we made. But anyway, today I just kind of wanted to use our little what do you call it? Our leaves that we made in different ways, and so people could see all the different ways you can use stuff like that. And I like to take the things that come in the kit, and I'll use them, but a lot of them I do like to make them unique, just add things to them. So let's see, we're going to start with, let's try, I don't know which one we'll start with. Oh gosh, here we go. All right, let's make just some paper clips, I think, because that's easy. But they really do add a lot, and you can put them on a page. On this journal, I'm trying really hard to just put a lot of things that are removable. That way, they can take things out, put them where they want. I'm finding more and more I'm starting to do that with my journal. So let me see here. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, and I already took some pieces and divided them all up, because if you guys watch me, just to make one little thing, it takes me forever, because it takes a long time for me to make up my mind. So I just took some pieces out and kind of got an idea of what I was going to do. So, okay, so what I did is, this is just a little label, and I thought I was going to do that, and then I have this ticket. I think this one came from My Porch Prints, so it's a different kit. This is the freebie that Artie Mays had that was like a, big size, and I shrunk it down, okay, so I could use it, all right? And I'm going to just put some elements on there to kind of, allow us to make like just a paper clip. I just want to make, and this is going to be a hidden paper clip, so probably I will just use a plain old silver one, because there's no reason to use one of my rusted ones or my gold ones, because you will not see the paper clip. So we're going to make a hidden paper clip out of that. So let's just do that. All right, and let's take, I've got my glue gun all heated up here, so that's good. All right, and I'm using my glue gun, and I will use my other glues too. I'll use my 3-in-1, and probably my art glitter glue too. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I need something to go in between if it's a hidden paper clip, and I use, I have this giant roll of these tickets that I bought at Walmart, and it actually was for something, an event that I was working with, and I have them, and they work great, but you can just use, some pieces of paper. Doesn't really matter. It's just the size is perfect, and I have a ton of them. So, but anyway, what I will do is I'll tear these apart, okay? And this is how I do it. I put one, here, I'll put it this way. One paper clip like that, okay? And then one, here, put that right in here, like that. And what that does, you've got your smaller in there and your bigger in there, and you will have that'll leave your opening right here. If I can pull them apart in the middle. Here, let me show you, like that. Okay, so there's your opening. That's how something will slide on. Okay, so what I do at that point, uh-oh, my other one's coming off. Okay, let me get them back in there, right? There we go. And you will not see these. You will not see these tickets. I'm only using these because I have them, and they're the right size. I could cut out pieces of paper and it would do the same thing. And so I'm just going to take my glue and put on the piece I'm working on, which is this one right here, and it will also glue this paper clip. The thing you don't want to do is go past this ticket, because you really want to just glue on this piece to that, okay? And I kind of go probably, I let it stick up a little bit, like, you know, a tiny bit, so that when my paper clip is on the page, that there's a tiny bit of it sticking out, but it depends. You do it how you want it to look. So I'll take a little bit of my glue. I make sure I go on the paper clip so that it keeps the paper clip intact. Just kind of make it go, smush it around. And I use hot glue for this because I think it works better than, you know, trying to put 3-in-1 or, oop, now that's great. I got it all over my thing here, but I think it'll still work. Put that right here. So I'm going to put that right there. So you're going to have it on that side. So that's how it's going to look, okay? So obviously this is how it goes in. So that's the top and that's the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and take this other one, and this is going to go here like that, okay? You'll only see this side and you only see that side, because when it's on, you only see one side at a time. Glue gun go here. Again, you're just going to get, really just do the paper clip. That's what you got to do. And then the rest of it will just kind of, it'll work. It'll work just fine. And I just kind of, usually when I do them, I kind of make sure, you know, it doesn't really matter, but you will see the top together. So I kind of like to get them even. And again, you don't want it to go over the little ticket or your little piece of paper, because then it will stick these two together, and you don't want this one and that stuck together. Okay? Alright, so now that they're on there, you have your little, let me see if I get a piece right here and I'll show you. You have your hidden paper clip, because the inside, you're going in between the two, and it goes right on like that. And so that's one side, and then that's the other side, okay? So now we're going to decorate them up. And I am going to, let's see, I think I'll do this and put this on here. Oh, let me get my ink out, because I don't think I inked these very good. Alright, what happened there? Alright, get that. And I'm going to go ahead and ink these up a little. And all this is that freebie that I shrunk down. You could do this to any of your pages if you wanted to. I just thought it would look cute on here. A lot of times, if I don't have enough things, I like a lot of little small things. A lot, if I get a kit, and sometimes you don't get those. And I use them a lot because I just use them as elements in my ephemera. I'll just shrink things down so I have them. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on. Put too much, really. Okay. Put that. Oh, I don't want to put it on straight on. I'll probably just go like that. I very rarely put things straight on, so that's kind of my thing. All right, over here, let's see. I think I want to put some sort of material or something up there. I don't know what. Oh, here, I've got this. This is our little mop-up rag thing. Maybe I'll put a little of that in there. Thought I had my scissors over here. I'll just use these. I think I want orange. I think I kind of want orange. And I don't want it square, so let's see here. Let's kind of do that a little bit, and I'll kind of stretch it out. I'm just chopping it up a little so it's not square. I don't want a square piece up there. And then maybe go like that, just kind of mess it up a little. And this is just the wipe that I used to wipe up our, when we were doing our different colors to make our leaves. It might be too big. Let's see, yeah, it probably is. So cut that down a little bit. And I'm just going to put that kind of in the corner behind my my little leaves I want to put on there. I wanted to put some small leaves on there. I don't have any. Let's see if I have any in here. So here's our leaves, and remember I told you to not throw away little extra pieces, because if you have a leaf punch or a little leaf die with little leaves, you can always put those in there too. And that's what I'm looking for, is another little tiny leaf. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Get that. Let's see here, how about a little fiber of something? This could work right here. This is a very vintage lace that I have, and oh my gosh, I'm going to be so upset when this is gone, because it's so old that it tears really well. It's got this perfect color to it. I haven't done anything to it. And I might put that up there. I kind of want it right here, right at the top of the sunflower. I want the word to show a little bit. I'm going to ink this up. This thing says autumn. And I'll put that on there. I usually only use the hot glue for putting my paper clips together because I think it works better than anything else. But I don't use it for other elements because I do think it makes things heavier. I don't know, you know. And also too, it doesn't give you the playing time that you need sometimes to move things around. Okay, I really like that. Okay, good. All right, so that is my other side. And I'll put a little paper clip on that for a second. Let that sit for a second while we get ready to do the next one. Save these little tiny things because we may use them. Kind of put them off. Oop, oh, they all went flying. Well, here we go. Let me put these back in the baggie because they're going to go everywhere if I don't. They're just so lightweight that, you know, they just kind of fly around. So, but that's kind of a good thing because then you're not making your tags all heavy or your paper clips or whatever. Anyway, I like to have sometimes a couple of these hidden paper clips, especially on a journal that I want to do a lot of stuff that's removable because they can really just decorate a page and without, you know, putting a lot of stuff on there. Now I have some white showing on here, so I will probably just take my inker and ink that up a little bit. Okay, and then that kind of takes care of that. And I leave these little strings and stuff because, I mean, that's the look I'm kind of going for. And again, if you put this on your page, you're just going to slip it between the two tickets, and that's how it's going to look. Okay, so I love doing these. I think they're great to use. And usually you have enough little elements in your journal that you can make. Here, there's some. See how that has that little white there? You just kind of work with that and get that all kind of inked up and you'll be good. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. What other things can we make here? This is using our other leaves that we made. It's just a different style, you know. So that, okay, so let's do that. And I have some corrugated cardboard. I love this stuff. Especially when you're doing like a rustic kind of woodsy thing. I think it goes well. So I've got a piece of that. And this is going to be a little bit bigger. But see, I love these because you can move them around and they stay on the page. And all right, let me see. I'm going to get some ink and probably ink around that. that's good. I think I like that. Get some of this glue off of my hands so I can keep going here, guys. So there's that, and here's our other part of it. As I said, you can do these as clusters and just glue them on your page, or you can make a hidden paper clip, or it doesn't even have to be a hidden paper clip. You could just make this a single one, but we're going to make this one a hidden paper clip. So again, I'm just going to use one of my silver ones because you will not see the paper clip. So, two stuck together. Let's do the other one. Alright, so here we go. Got a paper clip. This time I just have my ticket like that, make it easier. And then just go like that. So, again, you could just use a piece of paper, fold it or whatever. And you can use, you know, other glue. I just like using my hot glue on this because it works instantly. I don't have to worry about it going down or anything. So, oop, what happened? Oh, okay. Well, that was interesting. Just knocked something down. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going right on the actual paper clip. And I will put this one down. And I'll leave a tiny bit sticking up on top. And go kind of in the middle. Smush it down and hold it for a second. Okay. So this is the back when you get done. You don't want anything going over the sides because you don't want this piece to stick to that piece. And then you do it again. Just want to make sure you get your paper clip good, that's all. And don't let it bleed over the side. I kind of did that a lot, so I'm going to have to be careful on that one. Smush it down. Make sure that one doesn't go too much. I'm going to let it sit there for a second and it'll be done. Good, it didn't bleed, so I think we're good. Alright, so that's how it's going to look on one side and that's on the other side. And let's go ahead and move on and figure out some other things that we're going to do. Let's go to the other, just do some regular paper clips with some of the others. They should not be that hard to open, but they are. Let me see here. Let me just cut this one if it doesn't want to open. Here we go. And I use these because they're reusable, and I just put stuff in them when I'm trying to, you know, make things. So let's see here. Let us try. What I want to do with this is I want to make just individual paper clips with the things that we have, you know, in the kit, and they have these little tickets, okay, that come in there, and I think these are really cute. And that way I have some rusty paper clips, and I will try and remember to link that, how to rust things in your and I like, whenever I'm doing anything kind of vintage or you know, earthy or whatever, I like to use my rusty paper clips. So I want to make some paper clips with this, and you could use just this and not decorate it, but since we made our little leaves, what I'm going to do is here's my ticket, and I'm going to take my smaller side and put it on the front of this ticket, okay? And then so the larger part of the paper clip's on the back, and that will show. And that's why I'm using my rusty paper clip. This will show on the other side of the page, because when you're done, it'll be like that. So you will see that, which is okay with me because I have my rusty paper. That's why I use my rusty paper clip on this, and then not just my plain, you know, that I haven't done anything to the other ones. So you're putting the small side here and the large side here, and that's really because you want to be able to hold things down there, and this is your decorative side, okay? So now what I'm going to do is probably, let's see, I'm going to take this, and we want to glue this part down, but I want to decide what I'm going to put on there. And I have, these are the other leaves that we did, just a different style. Maybe put a couple of those on there. So I'm basically decorating this ticket, okay? So I'm going to put that there, and maybe put that there. All right, so that is going to be my paper clip. So that will go basically just like that. So it'll go on like this, and that's how it's going to look on your page, okay? And then you'll have just the open paper clip on the back. But I think that's cute. Here, I'm going to put this on here and make sure it goes down for a second. And then let's see what else we can do. Let's try this one. This is just some coffee dyed cardstock, and I want to make I'm going to make just a little cluster, which is really the same as process as the paper clip. We're just not going to do the paper clip part. So I have just a piece of duck cloth that I've cut out into a square. You don't have to do a square, you can do any shape you want. And I'm going to make I always kind of put, when I do a cluster on a page, I always kind of put some backing on it to make it stiffer, so that if I want to use it as a tuck spot, I can do that. I want it to, like, see, this will sit on the back of that. I don't want it to show, but I want to be able to, have the stiffness there. So if I put this on the corner of a page and I want to go like this, it'll go in there like that, or something, But anyway, all right, so I'm going to do that and probably just glue this on here, because that'll give me my base of what I'm doing. And I just glue that on. So then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a clip on that, just so that I have it. Where'd my clip go? Here it is. Just to make sure that that gets smushed down. And that is a cluster. Pretty much the same as you're going to do your hidden paper clip. So that's something you may want to do, and make up, you know, any size. You can make them bigger or smaller, or you could take, you know, just a card and decorate it up, put it on there. You know, you don't have to use just a blank piece, but I just kind of wanted to show, you know, how you can do that. And then, you know, like put whatever, you know, you could put this on the corner of your page and just glue 2 sides right there, and then this would be open, and you just stick that in there and it would keep your journaling card in there. And there. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's do something different. How about doing a tag? We will do that. So I like to do, this is one of Artie Mays' freebies. I love starting with a blank slate, and then, like, normally what I would do maybe is I would just do some stuff on my gel plate or whatever, but that's basically what this is. So I would probably start with like that. I love, really love these. I just, the colors go perfect. And this was her freebie from her Facebook group, which I believe is Artie Mays and Friends, and she has, oh my gosh, so many freebies. I probably will back this, even though it's cardstock. I like to put it on copy dyed paper. All right, so there's our base for our tag. And then we're going to kind of decide what we're going to put on it. And I have a few things here I picked out. Pull all this stuff out of here. If I didn't do this ahead of time, you guys would be sitting here for hours while I'm going through my stuff. It takes me a really long time to make a final decision on anything. So that is part of my problem. Get out of there. Okay. So, again, I'm going to use this doily as a layer because I really do like the brown and the yellow. I'm going to put that there. Okay, let me do that. Let me use my art glitter glue for that. Okay. And do a little bit more around the sides. There, okay. So get it kind of smushed around. This is why my fingers are such a mess. And I'm basically putting that a little bit toward the middle of my, you know, doily here. I mean, my tag. And I will cut off the ends. I'm not wrapping them or doing anything like that. And I do use doilies a lot. I don't know, I just do. I like them. I like them for the backdrop, just are behind there. And even though, you know, a lot of times I cover them up, it's just, you can, layers, I think, are what make everything look good. Just layers, it adds texture and whatever. And even though you can't always see the layers that well, I do think it really makes a difference in your stuff. Okay. So I'm going to put that on. So that's one layer. Anyway, so you want to have your first layer down, and then this is, I have a stamp and it has all this different stuff on it, and I like to use black a lot of times when I'm making things, because I don't know, I think it grounds things and kind of makes them look, you know, a little different. I think I'm going to use this. I might use something different. Let me see what else I have in here. Okay, so that's going to be that. And the last thing I think I'm going to put on there is my little, put my leaf on top. And I'm just going to put one on this one. I'm not going to put a bunch. And it is going to go right on top. So, probably about right here. And I will not probably put anything else on this tag. What I'm going to do probably is sew around it. And, you know, that'll be it. There's my tag. So anyway, that is my tag using our leaf. And then let's see, what do we have left here? I have stuff. I think I want to make just, these are my other leaves. I have to watch these because they go flying everywhere. And I want to make it, get that out of the way, make a little snippet roll with these because I think they would be very easy to sew over. Right? Put those over there. Yeah, they're flying everywhere. So I just gathered some little pieces of material, or lace and trim and whatever. And just that's it, you know. And I'm going to take, is it this piece? I'll just use this piece, I guess. I'm going to take, and I'm not going to make a really long one. I'm just going to make a kind of a smaller one. Let's just do that. And this is just a piece of material that I'm going to tear. I'm going to use that. Let me cut off that long piece here. All right. And that way I can just add things to it and just kind of make me a little snippet roll with my leaves. So I've got some ribbon here. This is some vintage sari. It's very, very brittle because it's really old. Some lace, some other lace, some eyelash trim. This is like some green yarn thing that I have. And I'll use a few other pieces. This is some pieces from my white thing. It's just leftover stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and see exactly what I can come up with. Let's see. Now I want to put my leaves on there, but I want them, maybe now I'll do it. Let's see how they look. These are so thin, you can put them on there. And I'm just going to lightly put them in there, press them in there. And I'm going different directions. And so it's subtle, but I mean, you definitely can see them, that's for sure. I go like that. Ugh. And then maybe go like that here. And maybe one more on the end right here, so that would go this way. I think maybe one more right there too. So that would go kind of like that. Okay, so that is it with the leaves on it. I don't know, I could maybe put one more in there. How would that go? Nah, I'll leave it the way it is. Do I need one now? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if I can put that there. Maybe like that. No, I'll leave it the way it is. Okay, so then I would take this to my sewing machine and go down it, and I will have a snippet with my leaves on it. Okay, and these are easily lightweight enough that you can, do that. It's not going to put a little glue right there that's coming off. Go that way. I think we're going that way, yeah, like that. Okay, so I will do that and come back and show you. And before I do that though, I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and we're going to do one more thing. Put that aside and let it dry so we can do our last little deal together. This is pretty simple. I am just going to make a little envelope, and this is an envelope. This is a template that came in the kit, and this is one of our pages, our collage pages that I was going to use for a page, and I decided not to. And so all I did is take the envelope that came in the kit, which would be this one, and traced it out and cut this out. Okay, so anyway, we're going to use this to make our little, use our little leaves. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my envelope, and of course you could line this if you want to. I'm probably not going to do that just because I really have an idea of what I'm going to do with this, and probably not necessary. So we're just going to make our envelope here. Okay, so we have that. Make sure it stays stuck, right, without it being glued in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go ahead, and this is one of my little pieces of tablecloth. I want to use that on there, and I think what I want to do is go ahead and take one of my leaves, put it right there, and then maybe I have a button here. Let me get that out and put that on here too. And I may, let me think about this. All right. I'm going to take a tiny piece of Velcro and put it. All right, so I'm going to put that on there, but I want to put a tiny piece of Velcro here and here so that my envelope will stay shut. And I did have Velcro dots, but I don't know where they are right now, so I'm just going to use a tiny little strip. It's not going to take much, so I think that'll be big enough. Could make it smaller, but I think that's fine. There we go. So first I'm going to put that on. Put that right here. That's just a tiny piece. It's not a big one or anything. And if you don't like using Velcro, you can put whatever else you want on there. There we go. Put that here so it will go down where it needs to go. All right. Ooh, it sticks really well. There we go. So there's our little piece of Velcro, and that's just to make sure it stays down. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue. I always keep forgetting to put the tops on these things. All right. Okay, put that down. And of course, let me get a wipe here. And then that way it won't get too much in there. I am going to stick this down on top of it. So we have that. I guess it might need a little bit more glue. Put a little bit more in there. And this is just one of our leaves that we made with the die cuts. And I think one simple leaf on there will look good. Get the extra glue up. I don't want any extra glue on there. Okay. And I was going to put a button in there, but I decided, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we need it? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and put it there. But you can go either way, I think, with that. But I wanted it to be kind of simple. And because of the, I just think it looks pretty. Just not a lot on there. I love that little leaf on there. I think it looks really neat. And just that little touch. I mean, you're using something from the kit, but at the same time, you're making it your own and making it special without a whole lot of effort, you know. Okay. Where'd my little clip thing go again? Whenever I put buttons and fibers and stuff on there, I kind of like to make sure they're glued down good. So I'm going to put that. Oh, doesn't work. I have to open it up to do it. Okay, we'll do it this way. Just do it. Is that where I want it? Is it in the middle? Yeah, it did move a little bit, I think. So I'm going to put that. This Velcro works really well, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right, I think. And I'm just going to put that on there for a little bit so it'll stay on there good. So that is really all we're going to do. And that's just to give you just a few ideas of things that you could do. There's so many more with the little leaves that we can make, and then all the ephemera and everything else. So anyway, that is it for today, and I think the next one will be putting our signatures in and kind of the finish up, and then we'll have the flip through. So we'll see you next time. Thanks.